Okay, we are back. Today I'd like to continue our series of Vulnhub. The virtual machine would be Hackathon 2, which is a bit simple or easy. But anyway, I'd like to show you the methodology. The methodology is very important for the penetration testing. Okay, so of course, before we begin today's video, if you don't mind, please subscribe to my channel. I also leave a like below. I will appreciate your help and support. So now let's just get started. To save time, I have already imported the virtual machine into the VMware workstation. So now I can go into the Kali Linux. As you can see, I have already identified the IP address of the virtual machine or target as 190. And I just make it clear. Yeah, this is the IP address of the target. Okay, and then I did the Nmap scanning. I used the options like normal S and capital S, which stands for SYNSCAN. Similarly, this one, SV, stands for version scan. SC means the default script scan, which is very useful for many cases. And then I put the option of -P- to do the comprehensive scan or full range port scan. So from the Nmap scanning results, as you can see, there are 3 open ports. The first one is 21, which is running FTP service. And then the actual version information, which is VSFTPD, and the corresponding version figure or version number. As we know, this version doesn't have vulnerability, except the DDoS availability. But the next one is 80, which is running HTTP service, and the actual version information, which is Apache 2. And then the last one is 7223. Yeah, this is not standard SSH port number, so it's very necessary and important to use the option of -P-, otherwise you will not find this port number. And also the version of this service has been displayed over screen. As we know, this version doesn't have any vulnerability. So I think at this point, we need to make enumeration for the 21 port. If the target has the file sharing or file transporting a service running, such service or application always become our first order objective. Okay, so now first we can log in to the FTP service manually. And put the anonymous, because at this point we have already know that this FTP of the target allows the anonymous login from the Nmap scanning results. So we put the blank password and list the content. There are 2 files. We can get the flag and also the word list, and we can cat the word list. I think this is some sort of the password dictionary. Yeah, I think later we need to utilize this word list to, for example, like crack password for some specific application. But so far we didn't know which application should be our target to a crack anyway. And also we can cut the first flag. Okay, so what can we do? I think now we can, maybe I can close and log in. Now we need to move forward to the next surface, which is HTTP, and we can put the IP address of the target, and it's collecting some internet, but because I configure the IP address of the target or virtual machine as host only, so certainly it will not work to make a collection to the outside, to the internet. Anyway, we just wait for this to be completed. But at the same time, we can use the tool like a Q to see whether we can retrieve the robots file. Yeah, although robots file is there, but the information here cannot give us some hint or some useful information for the next step work or jobs. Okay, so now I think it's still loading. Anyway, to save the time, we can do the jobs parallelly, right? To save the time, and then next we can use the LOCO. You know, this is a very standard procedure when we do the web application immersion. Let's hit enter, and this will give us like server information, which is Apache 2, and like anti-click jacking, but this will not give us some furthermore information. You know, the LOCO also sometimes will give us like vulnerability information, and then we can directly utilize this vulnerability to get like a foothold or something else. So I think, but for this case, we cannot get some similar result or useful result from the LOCO anyway. And now we can come back to the browser. Yeah, the page is loaded, and we can check some links, but this one is connect to the Twitter. As the reason I mentioned, I configure the IP address of the target as host only, so we cannot connect to the Twitter. But even we can connect to the Twitter, such link is not doesn't give us benefit from the perspective of the penetration. Okay. Also, the second link has the same result. Okay, and then we can check the source code. Nothing here. Okay, now I think we need to use the tool of GoBuster. And the first word list I'd like to use is this one. I think if you follow along my videos, you can know this very well. And I also put the extension option: PHP, HTML, SH, back, JS, and TXT. You know, I don't want to miss anything. Okay, so now let's hit enter. Yeah, we got one directory which is happy, so now we can access this directory. Happy. Yeah, nothing is in here, but please be careful. We need to check the source code of this page. As you can see, we got the username from the source code, and we can make a copy. Then I think we need to use, I think I can cancel this process of directory immersion. And then we can use the tool like Hydra to crack the password for this user with SSH service. But this time, we will not use the UU word list like a LOCO. We use the word list which is given by the author, right? And we need to configure the non-standard port number, which is 7223. Okay, let's hit enter. And we just wait for this to be finished. You know, this word list is not so big. Yeah, we got the username and the password. Now we can log in to this target via SSH. And we can copy the password because I don't want to type it in. A bit lazy, right? And we can cut the content of this directory. We can cut the bash history. You know, next step or next aim would be to elevate our privilege. And we need to do some local, very basic local immersion. Okay, and now we can go to navigate the home directory, and we can navigate into the home directory of another user to see whether we can find something else, but nothing there. Next, we need to check the ID. Yeah, ID. No special membership we can utilize to elevate. Anyway, next we need to check the sudo. Yeah, so I think we can use the vim command to elevate our privilege to root, which would be very easy. But how to do? I think we can get the instruction from the website of GTF Obins. You know, this resource or website is very powerful when we do the local privilege escalation. And we can put the, not the sudo, vim, and we can directly go into the section of the sudo, and we just use this first way. We can make a copy of the latter part of this command. And we can use the sudo, and we can paste in here. Yeah, from the banner, we can know we have already become the root user. Then we need to get or retrieve the root flag. We can navigate to the root directory, and we can get the second flag or the root flag without any issue. So, okay, this virtual machine is, I think, very easy, but I'd like to show you the normal or the standard methodology to do that. You know, the methodology is very, very important for such engagement, even in real engagement. Okay, so that's all I'd like to go through this virtual machine. I hope to see you in the next one. Of course, before I end the video, again, if you don't mind, please leave a like below, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Bye. See you in the next video. Bye.